time for your lesson on fractions. Okay, the problem they gave you is 2/3 plus 2/6. And so we're going to look at this two different ways, okay? Not to confuse you, hopefully to help it make sense. So I drew a picture, and if I have these 2 out of the thirds, I split my circle into thirds, and I have 2 of those. And over here, I split my circle into 6, and I have 2 of those. When I pull those out, I've got all of these shapes that are different sizes. So I need to have the same sizes in order to add them together so I can tell how many I have. So what we usually do is get a common denominator, okay? So if I look at the 2/3, okay, and I think about, well, I could make a 3 into a 6, okay? And what I did to do that is I multiplied by 2. So if I do that on the top, I multiply by 2 as well. So 2/3 is the same as 4/6. Now, what I did was I multiplied by 2. So if I look at this and I split each one of these pieces in half, I have 4/6. Okay? 4/6 is the same as 2/3. So now I can add these 4/6 plus 2/6. So if I look, I've got these 2/6 here. I've got this one and this one. Well, if I notice, they will fit right in there and make a whole one. So I've got 6/6. So this unit here, the denominator tells me what size of pieces I have, and the numerator tells me how many pieces I have. Okay? So let's try another one. Let's try 3/4 plus 1/12. Okay, so I look at in 4, I could put fourths into 12ths. Okay, those have a common factor, that 4 goes into 4 and 4 goes into 12. So I'm going to change 3/4 to 12. So to get that, I have 12. So I multiplied by 3. So I multiply by 3. So 9/12 and 3/4 is the same. So 9/12 plus 1/12 is 10/12. Okay? Now, actually, both of these are good problems because 6/6, 6 divided by 6 is 1. 10/12, I can reduce that because there's a common factor in both of them. For example, I could divide by 2, and that would give me 5/6, which is a whole different unit. I started with fourths, got them to be 12ths, and ended up with 5/6. But you can imagine up here what 5/6 looks like. Okay, you can also imagine what 3/4 or 1/12. For example, if I cut this in half, like if I go back to the same circle, now I have 12 pieces, so 1/12 is this much. Okay, so I have one little part of the circle, but I need to add it to the 3/4 and figure out how much I get. Okay, alright, let's try one more. Let's try 2/3 plus 1/5. Okay, when I look at these 3 and 5, I mean, I can't turn a 3 into a 5. Like up here, I turned a 4 into a 12. So I need to get a common denominator. So in this case, I'm just going to choose 15. So what did I multiply to get there? 5. So you multiply the numerator by 5 also. This one I had to multiply by 3. So I multiply the numerator by that also. So you can picture that if I had 2/3 and I cut them into little fifths, I would have all of these 15ths. I have these little bitty pieces, so it would take 10 of the little bitty pieces to make 2/3. Now I just add the numerators because that tells me how many pieces I have. And the denominator tells me what size of piece I have, and that's